Good morning and welcome to Sunday Morning Beers. We should say Happy Festivus as we're coming into the home stretch of Festivus. It's Thursday, the holiday that everybody looks forward to. You know, Christmas is long over, and I think a lot of people are really not missing it at all, except for the people that like to decorate. Obviously, you know, there's some people that still have their Christmas decorations up, which we're not one of them at all. We're pretty prompt about taking ours down. But the thing about Christmas, you know, I think people have really gotten fed up with just the commercialization of it, the fact that it's, you know, 6 weeks, 8 weeks ahead of time, you know, the stress of traveling, of shopping for gifts, so many different things, you know. And the beauty of Festivus, and the whole reason that Festivus was created, is kind of as a backlash to all of that stress of Christmas time. It's just a fun thing. There's no stress of a lot of decorating. All you need is a Festivus bowl, no tinsel or anything like that because it's distracting. The feats of strength, which of course is fun. The airing of the grievances, which who doesn't like to air their grievances?
Well, Doug sure likes to air his grievances.
Well, Tracy too. Tracy has a lot of grievances to air, so I'm sure she's going to be participating in that part of it on Thursday. And then of course the Festivus feast. Everyone looks forward to the Festivus feast, and this is Chef Brian's first year preparing a Festivus feast, so we'll be interested to see, you know, hopefully he's preparing, you know, every family has their own take on the Festivus feast, so this will be kind of Brian's, you know, we'll get to a little insight on Chef Brian, what was traditional foods for his family during Festivus. You know, he's going to be sharing that with the 4th Street Brewery audience. And then of course the beers. Very exciting. We always have some exciting beers, which we'll talk about that in a minute. But let's talk about the beer that we're going to drink here this morning. This is another one of those collaboration things, very, very popular. From this area, if you live in this area, there's a couple of breweries you probably don't know very much about. This is called Diversey and Lil, or Lily. It's from Two Brothers Brewing Company, which is in suburban Chicago. Very nice brewery, but nothing of theirs is available around here. They make some really good beers. I think we've had at least one of their beers on the show before. And then Castellane, which is a very nice brewery in France. And the little story on the back here says that the first brewery in Chicago, Diversey and Lil, was half French and half American, the largest brewery in the West until destroyed in the Great Chicago Fire of 1871. 131 years later, France's premier craft beer producer, Castellane, who brews near Lille, and Chicago's largest independent brewery, joined forces to present this unique Franco-American bière de garde, crisply bitter and dry hopped with American hops. Normally, bière de garde style would be more malty than hoppy. As you can see, a very nice bottle. This was $12.99 for this. We've had it for a while. I would say we either bought it probably in Ohio, I'm thinking. It has etched in the, not etched in the, what do you call it? Molded into the glass, Castellane's logo. It's got the classic cork, which is also very nice, decorative cork, and the wire cage there. So let's check that out. Cheers. It had a real big head on it, which it's been sitting here for a while. That's mostly settled down, but still got a head clinging to it. It is a clear copper color.
It's very malty.
Has that classic citrusy American hop aroma up front. Lily has a lot to say this morning.
She is busy.
I don't know why she just doesn't come and join us, you know?
Hey, Lily.
It is very malty, as a bière de garde style would be. Mm-hmm. Oh, here she comes. I see her out of the corner of my eye. And the hoppiness in it, it's all at the end. It's a little bit of citrus flavor. It kind of dries it out, but it is still the huge maltiness up front with just the hoppiness at the end drying it out. And really you know, you get a lot of that citrus hop aroma, but not so much in the flavor. It's pretty subtle with it.
Mm-hmm. I think Lily was mouthing off because she went to the vet today.
Oh yes, very exciting and stressful. Very stressful day for Lily, yeah. But she's settled down now. Unlike Finnegan, who won't come anywhere near us because he thinks that he's going to the vet too.
Mm-hmm. He thinks that Finnegan or Lily and Victor smell funny.
Yeah. So this would be an excellent food beer, I think. Very nice beer. Definitely check it out if you can find it. You're not going to find it in Michigan, that's for sure. Diversey and Lil from Two Brothers and Castle Lane. Check that out. Very nice beer. So let's talk a little bit about Festivus here. We kind of started off with that. The Festivus menu will come out on Thursday in time for lunch, and that'll run for a few days after that. As far as the events and the beers will be tapped at 8 o'clock. 2 beers. We have 2 really cool beers. We have a cider and sake. Fermented together. We fermented cider and sake with the sake yeast. Really, really unique, really delicious. Gluten-free for our gluten-free friends, our celiac friends. And then the second beer is something that I think I'm really onto something big here. It was an idea that struck me. I forget what I was doing. There was something just popped into my head. And I thought, how cool would it be if, the main ingredient in beer is water. And obviously there's a lot of things you can do as kind of an alternative to that. We did the beer where instead of using water, we used maple sap. That was very cool. But I thought, what about if you used grape juice? And I'm not talking about like Welch's grape juice. I'm talking about grape juice for wine grapes.
Wine.
So what I happened to be able to get or have on hand was I had Sangiovese and Chardonnay grapes. So I used that instead of water. Very, very unique as far as the flavor that it
Is it
contributed.
high alcohol?
No, not high alcohol at all. Now the sake cider, that is high alcohol. This is not high alcohol. Very unique flavor that it added to it. There's a definite tang, I think, from the high acidity of the grapes in there. And then it's just a little bit of grape flavor in it too. Very, very nice, very unique. Hopefully you'll like it and appreciate its uniqueness, because I think it could be really the next big thing. So those are the 2 beers. They're going to be tapped at 8 o'clock. And then from there on to the rest of the night, which we may even stay open later. We've started closing earlier on Thursdays at midnight. We may even stay open later because we got a whole lot of feats of strength. Airing of the grievances from about 8:30 on. You can just grab the microphone and air your grievances.
Oh gosh, that could be dangerous.
It could be dangerous.
Especially after a high alcohol beer.
It could be funny as well. And then the feats of strength, which we're going to kind of space out after the tapping of the beer. And you know what else I forgot? It's also a liquor promo. That's a fun thing, because that means you get some samples and swag. It is for Wild Turkey, and it's called American Honey. It's wild turkey with honey in it. Both very, very nice. If you like bourbon, which if you like beer, there's a very good chance that you like bourbon. I do like bourbon, especially good bourbon. Like these are both good bourbons. So lots of excitement on Thursday, no doubt about that, to look forward to. And I know that you're going to be excited all week thinking about what's going to go on. So try to not get so excited that you're too worn out for the feats of strength. You got to save your strength for that. But definitely come early, get yourself a good seat, and be prepared for a really, really fun time. So that's what's going on this week at 4th Street Brewery. NHL is back on. Red Wings, not such a good start for them yesterday, but first game, that's not too big of a deal. Hockey is back, and that is very exciting. So we got something to watch other than basketball. Although pretty soon that's going to get exciting too, because March Madness will be here before you know it. Anyways, we will see you this week at 4th Street Brewery, for sure on Thursday, and hopefully some other days as well.
Okay.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Have a great week. Happy Festivus.